What is going on? This is Rick Beta coming to you live from San Jose, California with another episode of Better Late Than Never. If you tuned in last week, you know that I'm on a mission basically to get caught up on a lot of videos I missed from 2012 to 2015. So yeah, that's where we're at here. And this week I am going to discuss DGK's Parental Advisory, which premiered on December 11th, 2012. And it was at the Avalon in Hollywood, California. Makes sense. And from what I remember seeing pictures about it, like so many big time, like heavy hitting, like rappers, celebs, they were all in attendance. So it was a huge deal. I do remember seeing pictures, but now I'm watching the video. So, and this was actually the team's first full length video. So, for DGK. And of course, they had a lot of support from G-Shock as well. And this was written and directed by Randall Kirk II. So yeah, it straight up has an IMDb page. So yeah, let's get it. All right, so first off, I mean, the title is quite literal, right? It's literally advising you to have parents around and or required, I think it's more of like a necessity because this is not a kid's movie by any means. And let me just say this, my 8-year-olds, I would not allow them to watch this. And I was thinking, okay, well, what age would you let them, Rick? Maybe 15, 16, but even then, this is a 17 and up type of video. And I wonder how many shops, sold this one to, underage kids back in the day, in 2012. If you think about it. So, I mean, so yeah, it's quite literal in the title. So I do respect them for giving us all the warnings. There's no shock, no surprise if you do click play and you have it in front of your kids. So, but yeah, so, and also too, I got to add, if you're not into like skate movies with a plot, then this won't be your thing. Because it has this it's kind of like a gangsta version of Animal Chin. Yeah, maybe, not really, but I mean, if you're familiar with skate videos like, Free Your Mind, Can't Stop the Firm, you'll kind of know what I'm referring to. And I know there are some others out there as well, but I can't think of them at the moment. So there is a plot / story that they are trying to overall revolve around, as far as like basically what it's like to be part of, the DGK crew, what they were like as kids. So it had all the obvious ones, right? It had tons of drugs, girls, guns, thefts, fights, basketballs, shooting at cops, tripping cops, peeing on frozen cops, tons of cameos, death by ghetto burgers, a couple Robin Hood moments, tagging, spray painting. Did I label this enough, or did I explain this enough for you? I give you a vivid picture of what this video is like if you haven't seen it. But I don't want to spoil it for you if you haven't seen it yet, so I'll just leave it at that. You get it in a nutshell what this whole thing was about. So, but it was very interesting though to see how creative they got with their writer intro. So yes, they did have titles. I'm a big stickler for that. I hate when they don't have them. So let's get to it. So the rider. So Wade DeSarmo, dude. I mean, now he rides for Primitive, but he's got a legit front three. I was thinking like Donger and Ray type style, but the hard flip over the rail to bank, that was sick. That's what I jotted down. Josh Kalis, I've got my hands up in the air. Best tray flip in the game. Don't at me. And he is too, of course, one of only maybe 4 or 5 skaters who can actually pull off the camo cargo pants. A lot of people wear them. They just can't. There's only 4 or 5 skaters out there in the lifetime of skateboarding's existence that can pull it off. So, yeah. And then Marcus McBride, the OG from the Bay Area. That line with it was a nollie 180 over the bench to fakie tail to nollie flip to crooked grind. It was like a 7 or 8 stair. That was pretty cool. I like that. I like that run. I did notice the sound effects, so I don't think the truck was really slowing down, but this is a movie. Sound effects happen. So I did have to just point that out. I was like, wait a minute, it doesn't seem right. Marquise Henry, he's probably one of my favorite dudes on the team, and it's cool, like, seeing this video, and then now, like, all the DGK crew are getting older. They're not, DGK all day. Now it's like, okay, DGK on Saturdays, man, I'm tired. Maybe on Sundays only, but I always liked him. He's got a tight ledge game, dude, and I loved his ender. always love Marquise Henry's footage. So, and Dane Vaughn, Dane's gonna Dane. It was a nollie tray. It was down that. It was the penny double set, as many call it, but that double set. Seriously, dude. I mean, look at his feet too. They were kind of like so. It was very precise, precisely flipped, and he had to have his feet in the right spot to make that thing just carry on with its movement. So that was gnarly. And we got Rodrigo TX, the OG, another OG. He skates for Numbers now. So needs to say, I mean, I only remember about Numbers when they post clips on Instagram. So I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, they're still around. So that was a huge loss for DGK. You got to take care of that guy no matter what. I know things happen, relationships get sour, etc. But that was a huge loss for DGK. So but I enjoy any and all of his footage. So I just had to say that. And Derek Wilson's nollie game, totally insane. Nollie, I mean, the nollie board slide, it was about 28 minutes in, 28 minutes and 25 seconds is what I put on my notes just to be specific. But notice that it was like mid-flight, kind of late alignment / adjustment to land on the rail, and that angle. I'm holding my fingers at perfection. That was nice. Dwayne Fagundis, I think I pronounced it wrong. I meant to look that up, as I know I've heard it over the years numerous times. But his part was sick. But I especially liked it was the fakie 360 pop shove, right? That one I had to rewind a couple times, and most people oversee that one, like, oh, that's a hard trick, and doing it over that, and to do a 360 on it. So, and it's about 30 minutes in, so if you want to check that out, Lenny Rivas, nollie 360 over the bench, but I put in bold letters. He's the one guy on the team that I will reach out to should like crap hit the fan, things start to go down. That dude is down. So I will be contacting Lenny should anything happen. I'm just going to leave it at that. It's noted on record on this podcast. Jack Curtin. Mainly what stuck out for me, which I really loved, was that switch flip 50-50 down the hubba. How did you do that? I don't get it. And then, of course, the basketball game. I know, yeah, of course, the nice product placement with the G-Shock watch. I get it. That was very smart. But Steve, and then of course the intro, Stevie Williams' part, and all I got to say about Stevie is he's a legendary ledge skater, right? But he's got it, the regular switch, fakie, he's got it down. So that's all I got to say for that. But also too, why did he have to get shot? I didn't like that, man. I'm like, come on, man. I mean, I get it. He got to have drama, and he was trying to do the right thing, let the little man play. But man, why did the guy get shot though? And then what happens is, now I'm getting into the story part, you guys. Those are all the riders, and then everyone gets frozen. All the cops get frozen. Then the homeless dudes get frozen, and then the gangsters get frozen, and then everyone. I was like, huh? And even Lil Wayne. I mentioned Lil Wayne last episode. He got in on the action too. He's spray painting the 5-0, right? So he's I guess, yeah, like I said, everyone except the skaters were frozen. But I was thinking, like, but how did Stevie get all like patched up then? I mean, he came out of the EMT truck. I mean, was it an EMT that also skated? Was it all a dream? I don't know. I guess I'll have to wait for the sequel to find out. But I was like, huh? All right, you had me, and then people were frozen, and how did he get fixed? Oh, it's just a flesh wound. Okay, all right, cool. But so yeah, I mean, all in all, I enjoyed this video. Every skater had like almost a complete song's worth of footage, which is good, and it was about an hour. And I was like, dude, I really am committing to this, right? An hour long video, you guys. I'm not, and it flew by pretty quickly. I had to watch it in 2 installments because I was watching some of it during the day, but as you know, I'm homeschooling my kids because school's not in session. So I couldn't watch it all in one sitting, which is good. But it flew by. When I watched it a second time around, it didn't seem as long, But yeah, but they of course, the one thing I noted too is they spend, and they obviously have a nice budget for their soundtracks. I mean, every video I've seen of theirs over the years has always had well-known rappers, well-known songs, well-known tracks. So they spend the money on their audio, and it shows. It's their brand. You could tell that they they spend a lot of time and detail on it. So, and you know what? You will never, ever, ever hear in a DGK video, I'm a creep, I'm a winner. You will never hear a Radiohead song on a DGK video. It's just not going to happen. But then again, if you think about it, it might just for kicks, put it on your Spotify and put it on repeat, and then watch any of their DGK videos and see what happens. Maybe it'll work for you. I don't know. And speaking of, I do have to admit, it was a little weird seeing, Steven Fernandez, aka Baby Scumbag, in this video. Before his and Keelan's downward spiral, right? And it was actually a little sad. I mean, both had so much potential, and both are. I mean, they're still out there. They're trying to stay relevant, but I'm shrugging. Good luck with that. So I did want to mention that. I was a little on the weird side, knowing all what went down in 2015. So yeah, but that's all I've got for this episode. If you guys have seen that video, let me know your thoughts. What did I, miss? I mean, I just kind of did some key bullet points, but what are some key things that stood out for you is what I'm saying. What the best part of your video? And tell me about it. Like, how did Stevie Williams all of a sudden, he's fine? Was the EMT a skater? Was it all a dream? When's the sequel? All that stuff. But, who knows? But let me know your thoughts. I will talk to you guys again on Tuesday for the next episode of the No Manga Podcast. But yeah, you can check out nomanga.com in the meantime. And I definitely look forward to hearing from you guys. We'll talk to you then. See you.
Being a dirty ghetto kid to me is basically like, my perception of a dirty ghetto kid, because I always think about this a lot. It's like two different types of dirty ghetto kids. And I'm the dirty ghetto kid that accepted being dirty, being from the ghetto, and wanting more in life and wanting to learn more to achieve so I could not be called or still be dirty. I'm from the hood. I'm not saying that I'm never going to be ghetto, but those are just adversities and challenges in my life that I wanted to get past to become who I am now.